COVID-19 and Toilet Paper by Sebastian and Landaverde. How did COVID-19 influence consumer behavior? According to Insider, COVID-19 led to an 845% increase in toilet paper sales. To put this into perspective, this totals to a 1.45 billion sales and an increase in a single month. Since consumers were forced to stay home during the lockdown, Georgia Pacific estimated that they were using 45% small retail toilet paper rolls to compensate for the larger toilet paper rolls they would have been using on the commercial suppliers in the public places. The sudden demand for retail toilet paper rolls was not anticipated by suppliers, which led to a shortage. The shortage of toilet paper led to consumers to panic and buy more rolls than they needed at one given time, make it, making it even more difficult for suppliers to catch up to consumer behavior. While my family never panic bought multiple packages of toilet paper, I did notice the barren shelves. There were a few times I had to look at multiple stores to find toilet paper. The marketing response. Some toilet paper companies began selling directly to consumers, marketing it as being a sort of cut out the middleman approach that could get the toilet paper to consumers more quickly. Georgia Pacific toilet paper companies continued selling directly to retailers, saying that it was the fastest way to supply consumers with the product. The company urged consumers not to buy more product than they were needing, releasing helpful estimates for consumers to reference, outlining how many rolls families would need each month. Toilet paper companies began limiting the number of options offered to consumers in an effort to catch up with demand. This helped because the companies were not having to spend as much time switching out the products in their machines. Marketers sort of slid this under the rug and instead started focusing more on advertising their base product. I believe all the marketing responses taken by the toilet paper companies were well thought out and appropriate. The best response the companies had was to market their basic products and temporarily halt the production of their advanced products. This not only helped satisfy the customer demand, but it ultimately generated more revenue for the company. I chose this topic because I think it's an excellent example of marketing that no one gives much thought to suddenly becoming the forefront. The marketers and producers adapted to an abnormal consumer behavior in the unprecedented situation to create the best solution for all involved. Where do we go from here? Consumer behavior with toilet paper is slowly returning to normal, meaning people are returning to purchasing the amount they need from their local store. There are still people that buy toilet paper just to stock up, but it is not happening to the point where the shelves are bare. I believe the buying situation for the toilet paper will ultimately return to normal. Works cited.